Hello there everyone, my name is Amy, this is the Opinionated Woman, and welcome to my kitchen. We are starting the video off in my kitchen because this video is a come to work with me while I do recipe development. It's not like a day in the life or a week in the life because I'm not actually sure how long this process is going to take, which we'll get into. But basically this is one type of article that I have started writing recently. For this particular client. I've written them in the past, but for this particular client. And it's recipe development. So he wants me to come up with a certain recipe. I do the research. I come up with the recipe. I test it here. I write the recipe and the article to go along with it. And then I send it along to him. He makes it, takes the pictures, all of that kind of stuff. So this week we're going to be doing al pastor, like a home version of al pastor. This is what al pastor traditionally looks like, but we're going to do like a home-friendly version that really like highlights the crispy bits. That's like going to be one of my aims. So we're going to develop the recipe, we're going to order ingredients, we're going to do all of that. Sushi! My neighbor cat Sushi is here. Hey pretty girl. So yes, that is what we're going to be doing. We're going to be developing al pastor, and it's Sunday today, so I started this process on Friday. My client got hold of me and said, I want to do a new recipe, I want to do it al pastor, and I was like, okay, cool, I can do that. And he said, how much would it cost to make, because he covers the cost of my ingredients and my electricity. So the first thing that I start off with is a costing. So I basically write down, I go and flip through a couple of recipes to find like what the core sort of ingredients for this looks like the sort of flavors that I get to play with. And then I write them down, I cost them, I translate it to dollars, and I send it over to him. So I got the okay from there. Al pastor is a Mexican dish, so and it goes in tacos. I'm really excited to eat it because that's the thing with these recipes, is that I get to develop them and I get to write the recipe and then I get to eat it. When I was a chef, I didn't get to eat any of the food that I made, like rude. So now I get to eat it, which is like 10 out of 10. So there are particular chilies in this recipe that I've had to order from Azteca. It's a Mexican like food company basically. There's an actual branch in Midrand in Joburg, but there isn't one in Cape Town, so I ordered it online. I got guajillo chilies, dried guajillo chilies, which I used to work with when I was the head chef at a taco restaurant. And then I got chipotle in adobo sauce, like a tin of it. So that is basically what's going to determine how long it takes for this process to start. I am going to, I basically just ordered the chilies and I told him that I'll start development as soon as the chilies arrive. So I will also update you when the chilies arrive. This camera angle might be a bit skew. You're propped up on some plant pots. Okay, so today I'm still waiting on those chilies to arrive. I literally can't do anything to do with the recipe development until my chilies arrive. But work-wise, I do have something important today. If you watched my last weekly vlog, I was organizing a trial shift. Said trial shift is happening today at 3 p.m., which is in 3.5 hours. It's only a 450 word article, which I can do in my sleep. But yeah, it's just about nailing the type of writing that they're looking for, the right tone, getting those internal links in. So that's what I'm waiting for. I'm going to clean my whole kitchen in the meantime and then just try not to overthink it. It's basically just writing a trial article. It's just, you have to do it in a certain amount of time. Or like on an exact time frame that I can't choose, you know. I did end up getting a postponed because there were earlier trial shifts than this one, but they would be ending at like 9 p.m. my time, because I think the trial editor that I'm working with for my trial is in America. So the times were quite late, and I'm not at my best at 9 p.m. I'm not good working that kind of time. So I made sure to get one that's like 9 a.m. his time, 3 p.m. my time. So yeah, I'll update you on how it goes. Whew. Okay, so the guy not interviewing me, my trial editor has reached out to me just to establish, you know, like time's all good, cool. And like, I never know how the tone of those are meant to go, and like the grammar and things like that, because like some people are more official over like Slack, and some are more casual. So I just had to be like, and I just copied exactly what he did. Like to the punctuation and everything, just copied him. Is that an autistic thing? So my setup for my trial shift, I'm also just doing video editing while I'm waiting. Notebook with to write the trial shift stuff in. Cup of coffee. Diffuser. Hang on. We need a scent. This is grounding. Focus. Stabilize the mind. That's what I need. So we that went really well. When he gave me the topics, I saw the first one, and it was just like the types of topics that I have been getting for years since I started my writing career. It's the type of article I can write in my sleep really fucking well. So I chose that topic. All the nerves left me the second that I saw that topic. I was like, are you kidding? I've had to write articles on topics almost exactly like this for double the word count before. So I finished in an hour and a half. I've sent it over to the editor. He's going to edit it, or he's going to go through it, see if there's any major edits, and then in 2 to 3 business days, he said. So today's Tuesday, so by Friday, I should know if I've got this job. Oh man, I would nail this. I'm sure I've nailed this. If they don't hire me, they're an idiot. If they don't hire me, they're dumb. We'll see what he says. They have arrived. The chilies are here. This is where I ordered them from, Azteca. So we're going to do an unboxing. Oh, I'm cutting into the box. So since this arrived now, I'm going to start doing the marinade, which needs to go overnight tomorrow. I'll go buy the pork, and you can come with me to the butcher's. But this is a blast from the past. I used to order from Azteca when I worked at the taco restaurant, and that was not a good time for me. Woo-hoo. Okay. First, guajillo chilies. They are just dried, guys. Oh, you see this light in it all there. They're just dried. Basically, I have to use 8 of these and rehydrate them. And then, whoa, there's a big boy. I'm only going to use part of this. Chipotle and adobo. I've had chipotle, but not in adobo sauce. So I've got the guys. And now tomorrow we can start with the marinade. I did want to show you. I've seen my videos before. This is the kitchen that I'm working with. So this is basically my only proper prep area, because that's corner. And then this is like a very small area where my coffee station starts. And then we got my sink. I can't really use that. That's where I store stuff while I'm cooking. And then the stove is over here. So I've only really got this little kitchen to work with. So I'm very glad that my client is the one who takes the photos, because my house is just not conducive to taking cute pictures, because I'm working in such tight quarters. So I already have to like really work and try and figure out how to get angles to show you for this vlog. So thank goodness that's his job. Okay, I will catch up with you when I start cooking tomorrow. No, when we go to the butcher's tomorrow. One more thing. I partway through this vlog, my hair is going to change. I'm going for a haircut tomorrow, but I'm also filming another vlog, like a reading vlog at the moment, which will go out after this one. And my hair is also going to be this length and then shorter in the video. So it's going to be a little bit of continuity weirdness if people watch my videos on a consistent basis, but that's fine. Sods, my hair doesn't look that bad. It does kind of. I'm waiting for my hair appointment got postponed for today. So probably in a later clip, I will come back and have completely different hair. Not probably, definitely. But since it's been postponed, I thought, let's go to the butcher and get our pork shoulder. How exciting. So come, let's go to the butcher.
Morning, ma'am. Morning.
How are you? Good. I'm looking for boneless pork shoulder.
Pork shoulder bonus.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah. That's quite big, eh?
I'm looking for about 1.5 kg and like sliced thin if you can.
Let me check.
Okay. So it seems that the pork shoulder might be more hard for me to get hold of than the chilies were. They only had like a 4 kg pork shoulder and it was frozen. So I think I'm going to have to get hold of some butchers and ask them about it and maybe order it in. What a pain in the ass. So yeah, this might be a little bit more delayed than expected. Hello. I was supposed to at the shops vlog because I was buying ingredients, but this sick one wanted me to come with them.
I can't believe you've done this.
Putting them on the vlog and they're sick and their voice is like
I sound like a teenage boy going through puberty. I don't like it.
So we've gone on a little mission and we've managed to shop. Also, I need the... Has this vlog seen my hair? My hair is shorter, but I'm gonna get it fixed because it looks like a pencil. So I'm gonna go get that fixed tomorrow. And later we're gonna go on a pork mission. Aren't you excited? This hair is really bad. Anyway, I am on the pork mission. As I mentioned, Jay is now at home. They're gonna rest. They're gonna sleep and take all of their copious amounts of medications. And I'm on a pork mission. I just went to Food Lovers because I talked to my mom. Always talk to the woman who has so much cooking experience, even though she's a vegan. But I spoke to her and she said a lot of roasts are shoulder. So I'm looking for, in the roast section, like Sod's Law, all of it was neck, and I don't know if neck can be substituted for shoulder. I saw someone do El Pastor with sirloin as well. So I might look for something like that, but I'm looking in the roast section, but they didn't have at the Food Lovers. So now we're at the Checkers. Look how freaking stacked this Checkers butchery is. I think I've been successful. I finally got to the cooking part of this video. Okay, we've got the pork. The pork is here. It's huge. I'm gonna have to cut some pieces. I think I'm actually gonna marinate it in this pot because I don't have anything big enough for all that pork. So what's going into this marinade is onion and garlic, spices. I'm gonna toast everything together. These guajillo chilies that I've had soak in, then chipotle and adobo, pineapple chunks. They're not going to go in the marinade, but some of the juice is, and apple cider vinegar. So that is the vibe. Let's do some freaking marinating. it's the next day. I've taken the meat out, and now it's time for the pineapple, because in a traditional al pastor, the pineapple would be on the top and the bottom. But this broke bitch does not have an oven that can fit a trombo in it, a mini trombo. So what I'm gonna do is caramelize the pineapple, but I want to give it some flavor. So I'm gonna put some salt, a little bit of salt, because that's nice with the sweetness, and some smoked paprika, because it's delicious. Delicious. And we're gonna make this pineapple tasty. There. Okay. And that's gonna be tasty. Pop that in the oven. Oh. And al pastor is usually served on tacos. It's not going to be in the recipe. So off camera, I'm just going to be whipping up a batch of my regular homemade tacos. Tortillas, not tacos. Tortillas for the tacos. I'm talking nonsense now. I'm just going to make fucking flatbread. Pals, I have to admit, I showed you me putting the meat in the oven, and then it got late and I got hungry, and I didn't show you the rest. So I'm really sorry. I showed you the whole recipe development process and I didn't show you the actual dish. I basically just chopped up that pork that you saw into pieces and put it into tacos. That's all I did. Me and my sibling had a meal. It was good because my sibling's sick, so like they needed to eat something that was a little bit more substantial. So I was like, okay, here, give them pork. So let me just show you the last stage of the recipe development process. So here's my little Google Doc, and I've got my homemade oven-friendly al pastor. So this is partially filled out my template. So this is just part of the template, just giving me like what I need to put in here. These are a couple of the why you love this recipes that I've already come up with. I'm in the middle of typing up the ingredients and substitutions. Then I go into the instructions, expert tips, storage, any FAQs, and then I write the recipe card. Then I send it along to my editor. And if they need any edits done, then I do an edit for them. But with these recipe posts, that doesn't really happen now that we've got the template down. So yeah, that is my whole working process when it comes to recipe development. This one is a little bit more laborious. The last one I did was hot and sour soup, and I knew exactly where to find all those recipes because it's the type of dish that I would pick for myself. This is not up my alley when it comes to like the type of pork, like the cut of pork. I like my pork slow cooked and like shredded, or like pork, or like a roast. A roast is okay. I'm not a huge fan of a pork roast, unless it's pork belly. Pork belly is good shit. But but it's not, this one's not quite to my personal taste. But it's fun to do something different. I mean, I had to order chilies online. That's weird. And I had to go on a pork excursion. So the last one was a lot easier for me to actually get hold of. But yeah, maybe that's fun that I actually decided to document this one. I am going to be going to the UK when you're watching this in like a week or so. So I'm going to be having pre-filmed videos up. Sometimes my hair might change, just a heads up. There are some pre-filmed videos coming, but after I get back, I will be getting into like some more day in the life of a freelance writer on my normal articles and stuff like that, hopefully. So yeah, if you like that kind of content, subscribe down below. Also down below is my Kofi link, which is like a one-time tip jar if you ever want to support my channel. I've also got my Instagram and my TikTok if you want more of me. Because why wouldn't you? But other than that, like, subscribe, all of that fun stuff, and I'll check you next time.